Alright. How might these characters react to meeting the ghouls? Phineas, Ferb, Isabella, Candace, Samurai Jack, Courage the Cowardly Dog, the Doctor, Sherlock, Billy and Mandy, him, Abridged, Krillin and Nappa, Ash from Evil Dead. Did you really just ask the same question, just same characters? Because I feel like you did, Andrew. I'm not trying to be a jerk here, but I feel like you just gave me the same question twice, just made different just asked, what was I gonna say? You just kind of asked the same question, but you really just put in different characters, but whatever, I guess I'll answer it. I don't mean to sound like a jerk. Anyway, so, first off, Phineas, Ferb, Isabella, and Candace. Oh, Phineas and Ferb would be like, hey guys, monsters! And probably want to study their anatomy and try to learn to be monsters themselves, while Candace is trying to bust them all. Samurai Jack, he would just be like, little kids. Moving on. Courage the Cowardly Dog would not come out of the under the couch. The Doctor would be like, oh, you guys are delightful, I just absolutely love you all. Sherlock would be trying to figure out how they're really humans in costumes. Billy and Mandy would not talk to any of them, while Billy would constantly just be like, yay, new friends! Him would terrify them all. And Abridged Krillin would get pwned by all the girls because they would realize, oh, it's a bitch! Let's smack him, girls! Abridged Nappa would be like, look, Vegeta! More Pokemon! Yay! And Ash would be like, any of you girls of age? No? Later. Alright. So anyway, I'm sorry if I sounded a little mean there, Andrew, with the third question, but I do thank you regardless for all three questions. Now moving on to Christian Sager, who asks, how would the Ghoul School react to Monster High? I kind of already answered this question. Alright. How would they react to normal high school? And how would normal people react back? Well, probably normal people, if they encountered actual monsters at a high school, they would run as far as they could. Whereas the monsters would probably think, this is kind of boring. I hate this. Anyway. Third question. What would they have as future careers, ignoring the fact that 4/5 of the group do not age? I guess Elsa would be, terrorizing villagers. Sibylla would be Queen of the Vampires. Phantasma would have a nice gig haunting being part of the Haunted Mansion. Winnie would be head of her own pack, or at least the alpha female of her own pack. Tanis would be having a nice little pyramid home. And I think that's everyone. Did I say Sibylla? Yeah, I feel like I'm missing somebody. You said Tanis, Winnie, Elsa. Yeah, I got them all. So thank you for those questions, Christian. Moving on now to the Spawn117, who asks, what would happen if the Ghoul School kids were in South Park? Kenny would die, for some reason. Cartman would get kicked in the balls by Winnie, and considering she has claws on her feet, his testicles would get shredded to all get out. Cartman would get mauled. Miss Garrison, or Mr. Garrison, whatever the hell that character's calling themselves, would just be like, you guys are monsters, okay? All in all, it would just end in horrible, horrible chaos. Horrible, horrible chaos. Alright, second question. What is your favorite Ghoul School character? Kind of like Fanty. Yeah, Fanty is a lot of fun. Probably had some of the best dialogue in the movie, too, out of all the Ghoul School girls. So, if I had to pick one, it would probably be Phantasma. Yeah. Alright. Third question. Soul Eater Ghoul School crossover. What do you think? Kind of already answered this, Spawn, but thank you for the questions. Moving on now to Serpent Talata, who asks, so you have the students. Who will be the teachers? I don't know, just copy and paste what I said about the Hellsing characters suddenly becoming teachers at the school. Maybe even have the Invisible Man in charge. No, don't put the Invisible Man in charge. That guy's a perv. I don't know, have Gandalf in charge or something, I don't know. Second question. Second question. Now the Ghoul School, the school have daughters from different classic monsters. Can you imagine students from modern monsters or slashers like Jason's daughter or a xenomorph pet? Okay, this one I guess I'll answer because it's asking more of like more modern characters having children at the school. So I get Freddy already technically has a daughter, as we found out in Freddy's Dead. Maybe Jason's daughter is silent and, you know, just wears a little clown. No, that'd be Michael's daughter, wearing a little clown mask and having a little butcher knife. So cute and so deadly. Alright. How fun will having special teachers Doctor Strange, Ghost Rider, or even Zatanna? Oh, there would be a lot of fun there, with Doctor Strange being one of their big teachers. Yeah, there would be a lot of fun had in that school. Anyway. Thank you for those questions, Serpent. Moving on now to Travis Rendon, who asks... Travis Rendon asks... Hey there, dude. Happy to... Oh, wait, that's Serpent. Travis asks, what other characters would you pair the girls with and why? Well, I know a lot of people pair Fanty up with Danny, and that's a good pairing, so... Yeah. Kind of like... That's the only one I can think of. Second question, if you were asked to redesign the ghouls from a cartoon series, how would they look like? I'm not really good with the whole redesign thing, but maybe give Elsa straight hair, like straight long hair instead of that big bushy wig. That big bushy hair, wild hairstyle she has. That's the only thing I can think of. Just one, sadly. Third question: if Jason Voorhees brought his daughter to the Ghoul School, what would she look like in personality? That was more of Michael, but what would that be like? What kind of situation would that be like? What would Jason's daughter be like? I don't know, smaller hockey mask and maybe a hockey stick as a weapon? I don't know. Sorry, I had to get some water. Alright, so thank you for those questions, Travis. Moving on now to BooRat1, who asks, what modern movie monster children would you like to see join the school? Okay, kind of answering this one. Sorry, BooRat. Second question. What comic book company would you like to see do a mini or ongoing series based on these characters? I think this would work, like, if anything, if it logically, like, if you were to look at this in a logical standpoint, I think it would be DC, like the DC Kids line who would do this. Yeah, the DC Kids line would probably be the ones to make it, but in a perfect world it would be under IDW, and everyone would be happy. But sadly, this isn't a perfect world, so yeah. So realistically, if they ever did one, the Ghoul School comic would be under the DC Kids line, you know, with Looney Tunes and several other things, but yeah. Anyway, third question. Would you want a sequel movie featuring Scooby and the gang, or just with the girls on their own? I think, if anything, I would like a reboot movie and have them instill the Scooby-Doo universe, but actually as their own characters. Yeah, because it's been so long since, you know, we've had anything. Then again, the newest Mad Max movie is a sequel, is 17 years in the making, so, or even longer than that, really. So yeah, maybe a sequel could work, but I think a redesign and reboot would be probably cool. I think that would... Oh, farted. Anyway, so I think that would be a cool way to go. But I could, yeah, in truth, I could go either way, but I'd be all for it either way as well. Anyway, thank you for those questions, BooRat. Moving on now to the Gangster Shy Guy, who asks, out of all the girls, who is your least favorite and favorite? Well, I already answered that Fanty was my favorite, so least favorite, I don't really have a least favorite, so Yeah, don't really have a least favorite, sorry. Alright. Second question. What would Matches think of these two dragons, Spike from MLP and Icarus from DBZ? I think Icarus, he would look at Icarus and be like, you're a no, he would look at Spike and Icarus and just be like, you guys are total bitches. Anyway. Last question. Did you like the main villain, and can you explain why? Not necessarily. I didn't really care much for the last villain because she was just like, I'm evil and I hate all the other monsters. Okay, why? What did they do to you? Oh, we don't know? Okay. And you're also one-dimensional? Okay. But then again, granted, you know, this was a kids' movie in the 80s, so, you know, story background wasn't a big thing. I mean, hell, look at Skeletor and Megatron in the 80s. Anyway. But yeah, she just struck me as, I just hate the other monsters. Alright, whatever. Anyway, thank you for those questions, Gangster Shy Guy. Moving on now to Jack Gat, who asks, the Power Pack versus the Ghoul School. Well, like I said, the Ghoul School isn't really fighters, so they would probably get their ass kicked by the Power Pack. Anyway, the Ghoul students end up on the Marvel Zombies Earth, or aka Earth 2149. What happens, and do they survive? Well, I guess, you know, we found out that both werewolves and vampires can become zombies in that universe. Maybe mummies as well, and I don't know, Elsa's already dead, so I don't know if she'd be a vampire, a zombie. Fanty can't get bitten, so I guess if anyone's the safest, it's Fanty, so there you go. Third question. This doesn't have anything to do with Ghoul School, but what happened to all your Where Would They Be Now series of videos that you did with Sick Joseph, and almost all of them are gone? Simple answer for that, I'll just answer that here, because some other people have been asking that as well. Simple answer for that is that, well, had to take them down because, I got hit with a copyright strike, and some of them had, I was kind of afraid they would get me in trouble as well, so kind of took them down, so sorry about that, but yeah, gotta do what you gotta do, so do apologize for that. But yeah, anyway, so thank you for those questions, Jack Gat. Moving on now to Burnouter7, who asks, can you think of designs and how the Ghoul School would look as teenagers? Again, not so good not so good on the redesign stuff, so sorry. Though, granted, I don't think if they were teenagers, I'd make Winnie a little taller. Anyway. Second question. There are fan art pictures of Phantasma and Danny Phantom as a pairing. What do you think? Yeah, I like it. Like I said earlier, I think that would be a lot of fun. I think it's adorable, if anything else. Anyway, so thank you for that question. Moving on to your third one, which is, what would the Ghoul School think of Ben 10, Dante, I already answered Dante, Billy Batson, Hulk, Hellboy, Saya from Blood Plus, Randy and El Tigre and Invincible? Ben would be an interesting little catch for them. Dante, I already answered him. Billy Batson, I think they would be impressed by the power of Shazam. Hulk, it would be like, yay, new monster! Same with Hellboy, and Saya, Sibylla would be avoiding. Randy would be like, I think I need an adult. And El Tigre would have a lot of fun pulling pranks with Winnie, and Invincible, I don't know, guess that would be a lot of fun as well. When I think of those questions, Burnout, or moving on now to John Kelly, who asks, Goku meets the girls and their fathers. What kind of problems happen? All the father monsters would be like, get him, Super Saiyan God! Run away! Most wanted crossover. Gravity Falls, and, maybe Invader Zim? Yeah. Third question. What Pokemon would each girl have? Okay. Corbat for Sibylla.